So, what episode are we introducing tonight, Livingston?
None, sir. You are introducing Soundwaves Christmas for your friend, Dennis Willis.
Oh, Dennis! Such a wonderful lad. We really should have him back on the show again. I was so sorry to have missed him when he joined us on Creature Features with John Stanley. You know, I was tending to some pressing international business at the time.
You were shopping for shoes in Paris.
As I said, pressing business. So, shall I commence with the formalities?
If you must.
Hello and welcome to Soundwaves Christmas. I'm Vincent Van Dole, the host of Creature Features, and joining me as always is my sardonic valet, Mr. Livingston, the odd young lady behind us, who is no doubt making a festive mess of our holiday decorations, would be Tangela. The three of us are all quite heartened and honored to introduce you to Soundwaves Christmas.
Welcome to Soundwaves Christmas, featuring performances from Werner Herzog, The Sam Chase, Pearl Alley, Rabbit Quinn, Matt Jaffe, Ella Harp, Push, and introducing Hannah Crane, with special guests Dan Ashley, Michael and Sarah Fronti, Midnight Symphony, Nikki Maduro, Mike No Name Nelson, John Stanley, Vincent Livingston and Tangela from Creature Features, and from the Bone, Baby Huey, and featuring the Soundwaves gang, Dennis Willis, Stephen Kirk, Chasta, Joe McCaffrey, Mira Sauce, Renee and Irish Greg, and me, Peter Finch. And now please welcome our hosts, Dennis Willis and Stephen Kirk.
Wow, nice. That's pretty good. Yeah, not bad, not bad. How you doing, everybody? I'm Dennis Willis from Soundwaves 10 at 10.
And I'm Stephen Kirk from Soundwaves FM, and this is Soundwaves Christmas. Welcome, everybody. See, I told you, having the show at a bar, Longboard Margarita Bar, where alcohol's flowing in the crowd is awesome.
Let's give it up for the Longboard Margarita Bar, just because they hosted us, they're awesome to us, and everybody loves drinking here. Come on.
Longboard Margarita Bar. Thank you.
So for the next 2 hours, we're going to try to entertain you. We're going to try to inspire you. We're going to tell you some stories about some amazing nonprofits doing some incredible stuff. And we are going to have a little music. I mean, it is Soundwaves after all, right?
A little music? No, we're going to have a lot of music. No, there is definitely going to be some great music this year. And we've got a full house today here at the Longboard as well. We've got some great luminaries that are back here in the audience.
We do. Yep. Everybody listens to the radio. You're all familiar with the Bone 107.7, and later on, Chasta's going to be joining us. Let's give it up. Oh, hey.
Here I am. What's up, guys?
Wow.
Can you tell
Welcome.
I brought some of my Bonehead family? If
Oh,
I
cool.
could just
No,
highlight-
please.
Go right ahead. Yeah.
The Boneheads are in the house. In fact, you didn't know I was bringing them, but Baby Huey is with us. From the Lamont and Tonelli show, of course, and he's got to represent Bay Area's Green Day because he's their super fan. He thinks he's in the family by now.
Absolutely.
So thank you, my Bonehead family, for coming. Love you guys.
Nice.
Woo!
So much great stuff. We're going to have the Sam Chase on the show this year. We're going to have Matt Jaffe. We're going to have Pearl Alley. Our old friend Suzanne St. John Crane is going to come down and do an incredible bluesy version of I Can't Tell You. I just can't.
No, don't spoil it now.
They're,
Suzanne, you know her as a host. She's
right.
She's hosted Soundwaves Christmas a handful of times. Many of you know that she does perform with her husband Dave in Pearl Alley, but we finally managed to get the schedule straight so they can be on the show as well, and we couldn't be happier.
Incredible. And she's got a surprise. We're going to see her, and then she's going to bring a surprise, and it's going to melt everybody's hearts, I guarantee. And we pulled no punches for this year's show. This is our 28th year of doing this. So we figure we're going to do it big, right? We've got a satellite team sitting outside Michael Franti's house, and we are going to cut live and talk to him and his wife, Sarah Aga, about their nonprofit. We hope it all works out okay. We're going to do that later on, but who is ready for some music?
Anybody?
Again, we spared no expense. Hosting our exclusive performance stage is Renee and Iris Gregg from Renee and Iris Gregg's Pop-Up, and we're going to now cut via satellite to what? What do you say?
Our exclusive performance stage.
Well, yeah, our remote exclusive performance stage because it's a big.
You mean this room right over here? Is that what you're talking about? You mean over here at the longboard?
Yeah. Put it together for Renee and Iris Gregg, everybody.
Here they go. Right in here.
That was so much fun. Thanks, you guys. And hi, I'm Renee.
And I'm Irish Gregg.
And we're from Renee and Irish Gregg's Pop-Up Show. And we're so stoked to be here.
Yeah, thank you for having us at Soundwaves Christmas. What a thrill, right?
It's so much fun.
We get to talk about our favorite bands and introduce our favorite music to you guys, but we also get to talk about charities that are near and dear to our heart. And Renee, you actually work for a charity.
I do. I work for a nonprofit music school. It's Blue Bear School of Music, and I've been there about a year now. And it's just a great thing for somebody who lived my life loving music. Mm-hmm. It's amazing to be around people who are learning to play music and learning to improve their musical skills, because as a listener, we want people to be good at what they do.
Sure. Now, you always say that Blue Bear School of Music was the original school of rock, right?
Yeah.
But it's not necessarily, when you think of school of rock, you think of children, but Blue Bear caters to everybody.
Everybody, yeah. We started mentioning that we are the original school of rock because when the film School of Rock came out, it kind of painted an association that people would understand. So we use that now, but really we teach little ones under the age of 5. That's our Little Bears program. And then we teach kids and teens and adults. So basically from the cradle to the grave, you can play rock and roll.
And you're learning piano.
I am.
How's that going?
It's going very well. Right now I'm just doing scales and making sure my hands move together and getting tempo down. But I did ask to learn to read music.
Oh, dear.
Because I wanted to challenge myself in that way.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to go that far. Like, you could go and say, I just want to play my favorite songs, and the Blue Bear teachers would teach you how to play your favorite songs without you knowing a note.
And I just want to play drums like John Bonham and just whack everything.
They'll
Don't
totally
do
that. Yeah, they'll go, what song? Let's do it, and they'll do it with you until you got it right.
That sounds awesome. Matt Jaffe, our next performer, was a student at Blue Bear, correct?
It is true. Matt took some classes at Blue Bear. We love when people who have taken classes at Blue Bear make good and do good music for other people. Do good music.
That's good.
We're not an English school.
Just music. Just music. We don't speak too good.
We don't speak too good, but we play good music. But yeah, Matt learned and took classes at Blue Bear, and it's a great organization. We're located at Fort Mason, for those who don't know. But we also, one of the things people may not know about Blue Bear is we put our music programming in locations all around San Francisco. We just started a Little Bears program in homeless shelters and family shelters, so that families can bring music into their kids' life and have a little break from the stress that comes with not having a home.
Well, thank you for all the good work you do at Blue Bear School of Music. And let's take a listen to Matt Jaffe.
Yeah.
Oh, you had better swim like you ain't never swum before. Unless you wanna end up lying on the ocean floor. The channel is so windy and the water is so wide. You paddle toward that city under cover of the night. The hurricane's in motion as you're jumping from the jail. The hellhounds of Alcatraz are hot on your tail. They'll follow you through North Beach and way down to Mexico. You're never out of their reach, and it don't matter where you go. Down the Embarcadero, they are following their prey. The straight fate is getting narrow between you and Judgment Day. Like locomotive lightning riding on the howling wind, the hellhounds of Alcatraz relieve you of your sin. And the mission bells are ringing out upon the open sea, and the angels are singing, but they'll never set you free. Oh, a storm is a-coming, like a doomsday coming down. Their paws are a-drumming like a tremor through the ground. They're raging up from under, following no common law, like wicked bolts of thunder with the justice of their jaws. Like locomotive lightning riding on the howling wind, the hellhounds of Alcatraz relieve you of your sin. And the mission bells are ringing out upon the open sea, and the angels are singing, but they'll never set you free. Oh! The skies above will darken as you tread into the night. You already hear them barking. Woof! Pretty soon you'll feel them bite. You hear a deathly rumbling as you see the moon eclipse. And San Francisco Bay is nothing but the river Styx. A refugee to heaven, you can't get off the ground. The hellhounds of Alcatraz are dragging you back down.
All right, we are here backstage at Soundwaves Christmas. I'm Joe McCaffrey.
I'm Mira Saws.
And we're back!
And we're back! Hi!
Oh my God! Oh, it's so good to see you.
So good to see you too. Glad we're here.
We are here, Soundwaves Christmas. We gotta be here. There's no other place to be.
Exactly.
And that was Matt Jaffe, and amazing performance from him.
Amazing.
And we will have more from him in just a moment. But first,
Please go visit soundwavestv.com. We've got a lot of bonus performances, and we can't fit everything here all in one night. So please go visit the other performances. And there's some deleted scenes, which should probably be very funny.
definitely.
Also, every Monday through Thursday, available on demand, we have 10 at 10. And that is hosted by Dennis Willis and Dave Morey.
Dave Morey, actually, he is a throwback. I don't know if you remember, but it's like I listen to his morning show all the time, and hearing his voice again is just so awesome.
I actually do remember. I'm not that young.
Yeah, I wasn't going to say, okay, that you said that. I didn't say
I
it.
always have this age reference.
You
don't
said it.
I
I didn't say it. I was
know.
going to say you're super young, but anyways.
Thank you.
10 great songs from one great year. Dennis Willis has hosted about 260 of those right now, and it just keeps climbing up. So on demand, Monday through Thursday.
And check out the awesome streaming audio programming such as Renee and Irish Greg's Pop-Up and the Finch Files and Twirl Radio.
Yeah, it's a lot of content,
It's a lot.
of cool stuff on the website, so definitely go check that out. All right, now you usually see him with his band, Matt Jaffe and the Distractions, but tonight he's good to go solo.
And he's got a great classic for us. Big surprise. So we're going to throw it back to Matt Jaffe.
Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. She'd been drinking too much eggnog, and we begged her not to go. But she forgot her medication, and she stumbled out the door into the snow. When we found her Christmas morning at the scene of the attack, she had hoofprints on her forehead and incriminating claws marks on her back. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now we're all so proud of Grandpa. He's been taking it so well. See him in there watching football, drinking beer and playing cards with Cousin Mel. It's not Christmas without Grandma. All the family's dressed in black, and we just can't help but wonder, should we open up her gifts or send them back? Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Now the goose is on the table, and the pudding made of fig, and the blue and silver candles that would just have matched the hair in Grandma's wig. I warned all my friends and neighbors, you better look out for yourselves. They should never give a license to a man who drives a sleigh and plays with elves. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Grandma got run over by a reindeer walking home from our house Christmas Eve. Well, you can say there's no such thing as Santa, but as for me and Grandpa, we believe. Thanks so much.
Coming up on Soundwaves Christmas, a performance from Ella Harp, Mike No Name Nelson, KGO TV news anchor Dan Ashley, and a special performance from his band Push. Stay with us.
Soundwaves Christmas was made possible in part by the generous support of Joshua and Michael Romano, Farmers Insurance, Five Little Monkeys, creative toys for imaginative minds, Longboard Margarita Bar in Pacifica, your neighborhood bar with a warm and friendly atmosphere, Ben Bernstein Music, Mobile Auto Glass. Order any glasswork over $100 and get an automatic $25 coupon. Rock the Casa, Dumark Photography, Creatures at Large, and Michael Willis Realty, serving the San Francisco Tri-Valley. Special thanks to Francesco's Catering, as well as our production partners, North Bay TV, Star 66 Video, and Pacific Coast Television. Streaming provided by Howl Live.
Hey, what's going on? It's No Name, afternoons on KFOG from 3 to 7. Soundwaves Christmas TV special. How awesome is this? Thanks for watching. And I want to take a quick second and tell you about a great local charity that helps combat hunger right here in the Bay Area. It's called Waste No Food. It's actually an app that was developed by a 12-year-old. It's been around for 8 years, so he's a little bit older now. And what it does is it takes wasted food and gets it in the hands of people that are hungry. Believe it or not, restaurants, grocery stores, they waste about a third of all their food. The app basically vets out local charities that feed the hungry and gets the food to them so people get full stomachs and aren't hungry. So maybe you work at a local grocery store, maybe you work at a local restaurant and you want to get involved with Waste No Food. You can get more details at soundwavestv.com. So check it out, and thanks for watching.
Mike No Name Nelson. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant No Name, who comes to you from KFOG. And yeah, Waste No More is a very, very cool nonprofit, and that's the thing. We love shining the light on people like Kieran who are just moving the needle because they go, people are hungry. Let's make an app for that. Restaurants have leftover food. Done. And that's the thing. I mean, there's so many cool things you can do to help somebody in need.
That's one of the things that we're talking about. That's kind of like the whole come together theme that we've got, because it's find a way for you to help other people, whether it is trying to find a charity that you can get involved with or start your own like Kieran did. I mean, it's really a matter of finding a need and filling it. How about a pair of socks?
Right.
You know, which to us seems like a pretty basic thing, but
Sure.
if you're a homeless person and you're wearing the same pair of socks for a week or a month or 6 months or a year, there's all kinds of things that go on with that we don't even think of, but it ends up being a big medical issue for people like that.
Well, I'm glad you actually said that, because one of the other things we talk about on the show, and you just said that there's a lot of things we don't think about. And one of the things we don't think about are what people are going through. You know, we see them, we go, hey, how you doing, Bob? You know, how are the kids? But we don't stop to think, because we're not privy to their lives, what's going on. That's why the subject of mental health is a really important one in entering the conversation.
Absolutely. You know, and a lot of people, they say that, well, depression is a real issue over the holidays and stuff. And statistically speaking, maybe not as much, but there's more of a light that's shown on it then. So if somebody is having a hard time over the holidays or any time throughout the year, and see, that's one of the things with Soundwaves Christmas. So let me just say this for a second, because we shine a light at Christmas time during the holidays. You know, we want kids to have toys under the tree. That's a big thing for me. So that's why, you know, we have firefighter Santa come down here and all that. But the need is there year round. It's important to be able to be there for your neighbor, to come together to help people all year round. And it's great that we take this time of the year to kind of laser focus in on it. But what we hope that you take away from all of this is people need help, not just today, not just tomorrow, but all year long. And so it's not after on December 26th, you can just go on with your merry life, because maybe you do, maybe I do, but everybody else, maybe they don't.
We've been touched by this personally on this show. We've lost members of our Soundwaves family to suicide. And we've all been touched by this. And our good friend Brian Copeland at KGO, comedian, funny guy. But the thing is, Brian has been touched by depression as well. He had his own struggles, and he's done something incredible to change the conversation. He turned his experiences with grief and depression into a one-man play called The Waiting Period that he performed for free all year long. He launched a GoFundMe page, and he basically raised enough money so he could just do it, and people could spot those signs. People came up to him and said, I never thought of that. That's amazing. And I was able to identify that behavior in my brother or husband or somebody. So give it up for Brian, everybody, for changing the conversation and calling attention to something so important, you know?
And one of the great things about what Brian has done as well, I mean, he's got the one-man show. He puts that performance out there. So, yes, for the people that go see his performance and can be affected by it, that's great. But he's also written a book.
Right.
And while a lot of people might take an opportunity to create a book and then turn around and sell it to make money, Brian gives his book up for free.
Yeah.
You can actually go to briancopeland.com. His book is available, and all you need to do is pay for postage.
Yeah.
That's all you got to do. You get the book for free. All you got to do is pay for postage, and that way you can learn from him, learn from his experiences. And it's a great opportunity, thanks to Brian, to be able to really kind of peel back the layers a little bit to find out what makes this sort of stuff happen, how it ticks, and what you can do to help people.
Well, if you go to soundwavestv.com, all the links are going to be there. Just look for Brian's name. There's going to be a video from last year's Christmas show with him detailing his own experiences, and there'll be a link to where you can get a copy of his book, The Waiting Period. And again, give it up for Brian Copeland for doing that, because what an amazing thing. And with that, we're going to throw it backstage. Joe and Mira have some more cool stuff for us, guys. Take it away.
Thank you, guys, and welcome to Soundwaves Christmas. I just want to talk a little bit about what you just saw. It is very important at this time of year to look at the support that you have around you. Family's not always blood. It's just being there in general, you know, and I think it's very important. It's been very sensitive the last couple of months, the last couple of years for a lot of people.
Oh, 100%. You know, that's the thing, is this time of year is a very sad time of year for some people. So, you know, you're not always going to see, you know, telltale signs. There'd be, you know, it could be very subtle. So, you know, everyone out there, watch out for each other, take care of each other. It's, you know, it's important, especially this time of year.
Especially this time of year.
All right. Now, Ella Harp is going to be coming up. But before we get into that, coming up, a special VR interview with Midnight Symphony. We also have a special acoustic performance from the Sam Chase.
Yes.
And he'll be world premiering a new song right here
I can't wait
tonight.
to hear that Sam Chase.
No,
I can't wait to hear this.
The Sam Chase.
Yeah, the Sam Chase.
The Sam Chase.
Are we doing semantics?
And it's a holiday season, so we're going to be sending Chasta out to buy some toys, and you're not going to want to miss who's going to receive those toys. All right, so coming up next, we've got to perform...
Sam Chase. I just want to make sure that I've got this correct now. I got it.
You are on it. Oh, shake that rust off.
That's right. Hey, Joe. When you think of badass instruments, you think of like the guitar, the bass,
of course.
Maybe, the big
drums,
ones.
Yeah,
the drums.
yeah,
Do you think of the harp?
Not until today.
Not until today. Not until today. This woman is phenomenal. Ella Harp is coming up with Dirty Money. You're going to be amazed.
Check it out.
You keep taking from me. But if you take all the money, the vault will go empty. Go on, tell me you tried. But if you take all the water, the wells are gonna go dry. And I don't need that's just the way that you live. I can't fix all your problems, there's nothing else left to give. You can't see what you've done. And even if you buy all your treasure, you still can't carry none. And I don't need your dirty money, don't need your dirty fur. And I don't need your Holly stain, a roller rolling me out the door. And I don't need your dirty money, don't need your dirty fur. And I don't need your Holly stain, a roller rolling me out the door. Rolling me out the door. Rolling me out the door.
If you missed any portion of Soundwaves Christmas, please visit our website at soundwavestv.com. You can check out the entire show as well as watch and share bonus performances from all of our musical guests, extended clips, and exclusive content. Welcome back to Soundwaves Christmas. We have a very special guest. We're joined by my 11-year-old son, Daniel Willis. Give it up.
Hi, Daniel. So Daniel, how many years have you been doing Soundwaves Christmas now?
11 now.
And how old are you?
I'm 11.
Oh, look at that. He's been at it longer than your dad has as far as your lifetime and everything. You've had a full lifetime experience of doing Soundwaves Christmas. Congratulations.
Technically before that, actually, because you appeared on the show when your mom was pregnant still.
Also, 12 years.
12 years, kind of. Yeah. Depending on how you count that sort of thing. Yeah, so you're a lifer. You're in for the rest of your life. I'm just going to tell you right now, so... But there's a very important reason why you're in this segment. We always try to figure out a way to get you on the show, but this year we actually have a legitimate reason because this is really, really cool. So our good friend Dan Ashley, you know Dan Ashley.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. So Dan is, the most trusted newscaster in all of San Francisco, but he does this very, very cool thing, and I'd love to just tell you all about it, but,
Well, what about the shirt and everything? Are we
we're going to get to that.
Oh,
we're
okay.
Get to that.
Don't look at it.
Yeah. Spoiler alert.
That's right. Yeah, don't look. But anyway, so we are actually, as opposed to getting into all the details ourselves about Dan's really awesome charity, why not go to the man himself? We're going to go live to the set with Dan Ashley to find out all about Rock the Casa. Take a look, everybody.
Hi, Dennis. Hi, Steve. Guys, great to be with you once again on Soundwaves Christmas. I'm so proud to be a part of this program every year. It does such wonderful things in this community around the holidays, and I commend you on such hard work. I know, because I know both of you guys well, that this is a labor of love, and it's a lot of work to put this together every year. So I commend you on doing it year in and year out for these many years. Proud to be back on the show. I'm also really happy to tell you about my Rock the Casa Foundation and the upcoming show. Thanks a lot for talking about it. You guys have always been so generous about that. This is my nonprofit charity that I started a few years ago to support underserved children in need. I produce a big concert every year in Walnut Creek. Last year's headliner was Cheap Trick. This year's headliner, March 3rd, at the Lesher Center in Walnut Creek, none other than Melissa Etheridge. So it's going to be a fantastic show. We're going to help a bunch of kids at the same time. rockthecasa.org. rockthecasa.org is where you can go for tickets. Just a few minutes, we're going to show you a performance from my band Push at the last Rock the Casa event with Cheap Trick, so stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let me just once again thank you guys for what you're doing with Soundwaves Christmas, really supporting the community, raising money, raising awareness, and doing some really nice things. So glad to be back on with you again this year, and all my best. Happy holidays, fellas. I'll send it back to you.
Dan Ashley, everybody. A great guy, a great charity. He's always been a big part of Soundwaves Christmas.
Yes.
For the past handful of years, he's been there for us. And not only was he there for us for Soundwaves Christmas, but he also kind of helped us out with his, because actually it was, 3 years ago now?
I think 3 years ago, yeah.
When we got to see Eddie Money.
Yes, that
which was awesome
epic.
at
Yep.
his. So there's Epic, and then there's Epic, because not only did we get to see Eddie Money a couple of years ago, Daniel, who did we get to see last year?
Oh, definitely Cheap Trick.
Cheap Trick, yeah.
Cheap. So you already heard Melissa Etheridge is playing the next one, but Cheap Trick was pretty epic and awesome, and the reason for that is because we all went to go see. Now you love Cheap Trick. I love Cheap Trick. Your son's first concert was Cheap Trick.
Absolutely.
So, and you had already been to a few shows, but you're like, I want to go see Cheap Trick. So we went to go see Cheap Trick, Heart, and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. And when we arrived, Cheap Trick was half done with their set.
Yeah.
And we thought, oh.
That's what I said.
Right? And then we found out that Cheap Trick was playing Rock the Casa, and we said, Dan, we'd love to bring Daniel to see it. And he's like, no problem. And he got us in, and it was amazing. And the Cheap Trick was right there as opposed to 40 miles away with no screens, right? We got to see them right there. And how was the show?
Oh, it was great. Yeah, I love the music.
Yeah, it was really cool. What's your favorite Cheap Trick song?
I think I like Dream Police.
Fine choice.
A fine choice. Well done.
Yeah.
You even got your Cheap Trick shirt on there. Look at that.
Look at this. Look at this.
The boys representing.
Look,
nice.
I gotta say, every year he shows up wearing a Soundwave shirt. I guess I could let the Cheap Trick shirt pass this time. I understand your love of.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
But wait, there's more. What
you got? What you got? Oh, hey.
Oh, look at that.
Oh,
Now he has got the Soundwave shirt on as well.
Awesome. You know what that means?
What?
That means you get to introduce the next band.
Oh, yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Push.
Coming up on Soundwaves Christmas, KGO Radio's Nikki Maduro. A performance by Rabbit Quinn. A special 360 VR appearance by Midnight Symphony. And an exclusive appearance from Bray and the Dens. Don't touch that dial. Michael and Sarah Franti.
How you doing, everybody? Yeah! Welcome back to Soundwaves Christmas. I'm Stephen Kirk, and I am here with my old brother here, Joe McCaffrey. Joey Mac, good to see you. Good to work with you.
Exactly. I'm glad you were able to pry me back from the backstage and be able to get me up front and shine with you for a moment.
Had to get him to put his drink down for a second. Don't worry, you'll be able to go back in a minute.
Hurry, come on. 1 o'clock here.
Yes, let's move it along, shall we?
Yeah, let's move it. Come
So,
on.
Joe, last year, I took on a very significant role in the show.
You did.
If you recall. I was the ghost of wasted Christmas presents. Because we were talking about how the stupid, insane amount of money that is spent on Christmas every year. And not that Christmas isn't a wonderful time, season of giving and all that sort of stuff. But that's not really the point. The point is to be able to take that money, use it wisely, and do things other than just buy you a golf towel.
Exactly.
You know?
No, there's so many wasted presents, so much garbage that's out there that people purchase as gag gifts or this or that, and it's just flushing money down the drain. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, you go to a place like, I won't name any stores like Target or Kmart or anything like that, but you...
Good job.
Yeah, thanks. But you go to a place like that, and they've got the little section set up where the, gifts, $20 and under kind of thing is stocking stuffer kind of stuff. And it's all crap, and it's all stuff that you will get that you will go, and you just forget it. Or you rewrap it and give it to somebody else or something like that.
Garage sale pile, donation.
Yeah, there's nothing. And it really is a matter of we've got to come up with the buy less crap. That's the whole idea. That's
buy
what we want
less,
to do.
give more.
Yeah, and the whole thing is, too, we're not just making this stuff up. There are some hard numbers that are associated with the amount of money that's wasted every year.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that true?
You guys, I was just actually reading some facts and figures. I'm here for the facts and figures, you guys. $600 billion on gifts during the holiday. Did you get the number? $600 billion.
Billion with a B.
Billion with a B. $730 an average consumer buys for Christmas. Is that ridiculous? Am I the only person that thinks that's just disgusting?
That is horrible, and I'm cheap, apparently.
You're like, I am nowhere near that number.
Yeah, Joe, you got about $729 more to spend on my gift.
Because I've been listening to our mantra, buy less and give more.
Right.
I'm not cheap.
See, when I was a little girl, we didn't have a ton of money. And so my mom had to get creative. And so every year she would buy us a big version of whatever our favorite food was. Mine is pickles. So whenever we grew up and she had a little bit more money, then now we still to this day, as adults, get pickles. I get pickles. My brother gets ding dongs, so because he loves ding dongs. Okay. You can do with that whatever you want to. But yeah.
Pickles and ding dongs?
So now, so in the light of buy less crap, our rule is the 4-gift rule. So it's very easy to remember. Here it is. You buy something you want, you buy something you need, you buy something to wear, and buy something to read. Right?
I like that. That is great.
That's awesome.
I might have seen it on Pinterest, but I'm owning it. So it's mine. It's mine, and you're welcome.
That's right. You've seen it on TV now. It's official. It's got a trademark and everything.
Whoever came up with it, don't sue me. Basically, yeah. So I'm all
trademark. Sorry.
Yeah, I know, yeah. So I'm all about the buy less crap.
Absolutely. That's a good note to end on, kids. You know what we're going to do? Renee and Irish Greg, we're going to go over there. We're going to listen to some music. But we're also going to find out, now, Irish Greg has been a very busy guy this year, and it's not just because of his broadcasting. It's not just because of his Renee and Irish Greg's pop-up. He's had something else going on all year long, and we're going to find out about that right now. So we're going to head over right now to Renee and Irish Greg.
Love the concept of buy less crap and don't buy meaningless gifts for the holidays.
I totally agree. I thought you were going to say I love the concept of people applauding us.
Oh yeah, that too. That's pretty nice. I'm Renee.
And I'm Irish Greg, and we're thrilled to be part of Soundwaves Christmas.
And part of what we're doing today is talking about things that you don't need to spend money on for the holidays. I mean, this has been a very hard year for people in the Bay Area with the fires that happened. And it's a good time to give to organizations that are helping out. And I know air quality was a huge issue and has been for a while, and that kind of plays into what you've been doing for the past year with your marathon.
Yeah, I'm doing this. It sounds a little crazy, and I guess it is crazy.
It is.
I'm running a marathon every week in 2017, so I'm nearly done. Yay!
So I have to ask
Yes.
first, when I heard you were doing a marathon a week, I was like, oh great, he's going to run those miles over the week. But no, it's one marathon.
It's one continuous marathon every week. So the long story, I'll try and make the long story short. I smoked, as you know, forever. I smoked a pack a day for 20 years. And 10 years ago, I'd had enough. I was sick of being sick. You know, I know it's a cliche. So I quit smoking, and it was kind of an addiction transfer. I stopped smoking.
And started
running? I started running. Well, first of all, I started walking. It's baby steps. Don't go crazy. Started walking, and then I started running, and then I kind of secretly entered a half marathon, and then I ran in a marathon, and then I got really into it, and then I got into bike racing. So last year, I joined the board of Breathe California Golden Gate Partnership, which is a clean air and lung health advocacy group. And we also advocate for smoking cessation. We help people give up smoking. So I thought at the time when I was between jobs that why not run a marathon every week for the next year to get some attention for us. So once you kind of put it out there on social media and media in general, the newspapers and television and radio have been really supportive. You kind of have to do it. So I started the first weekend of January, and we're nearly done.
I can't even believe it. How has your body felt each week? Like the first one, how did you feel after
the first
that
one was okay, but the only way to train for this is to train for one and then just keep going. So because if you were to train as intensely as this is, you're just going to wear yourself out. So the first one was fine. The second one was a little less fine. The third one, like 3 through 8, were really hard.
Oh, wow.
And I was getting sorer and sorer. And then gradually your body starts getting used to it and your body gets stronger.
Wow.
And then I plateaued through most of the summer. And then through the fall till now, there's little aches and pains, but enough that I can manage. And if I have to crawl till the finish line the last week of December, I will.
Well, we'll be right there with you.
Thank
so I just can't believe you're doing it. Thank you for doing it.
No worries.
Are you going to make any totally crazy promises like this for next year?
I don't know what I'm going to do. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, here's Rabbit Quinn, everybody.
Very nice.
This is one of my favorite Christmassy songs, and I want to share it with you. If you know the words, please sing. It's coming on Christmas, you know, they're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on, but it don't snow here, you know, it stays pretty green. Gonna make a lot of money, then I'm gonna quit this crazy scene. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby cry. Tried hard to help me, you know, he put me at ease. Loved me so naughty, made me weak in the knees. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I'm so hard to handle, you know, I'm selfish and I'm sad, and I've gone and lost the best baby that I ever had. I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I I wish I had a river so long I could teach my feet to fly. Oh, I wish I had a river I could skate away on. I made my baby say goodbye. It's coming on Christmas, you know they're cutting down trees, putting up reindeer, singing songs of joy and peace. I wish I had a river I could skate away on.
Wow, what a performance by Rabbit Quinn.
That was amazing.
Man, she has some pipes on her.
That woman has some lungs.
Oh, Lordy. Performances like that. We have more coming down the pipe. And also, remember, go to soundwavestv.com and you can check out stuff that's been going on behind the scenes. You know, we have 2 stages. Can't show all the performances at one time. So, hey, backstage, you'll be able to see. You're like in the VIP when you go to soundwavestv.com. You can check it all out there.
That's right, and SoundwavesTV.com is also home of Soundwaves 10 at 10, which is hosted by Dennis Willis and Dave Morey.
Dave Morey.
And this is 10 great songs from one great year. And it is hosted every Monday through Thursday on demand.
Yes.
So you can go anytime, which is awesome. Also, check out Renee and Irish Greg's pop-up, The Finch Files, and Twirl Radio.
And you can check all that out on soundwavestv.com.
Yes.
Now we're going to get to our next segment. And next segment's about VR. You're familiar with VR, right?
VR. Vegetables red.
Virtual
VR.
reality. You know, remember, you ever see these things
Oh,
before?
I get to do this.
Yeah, you see these things before? You are going to experience VR right here
Pass that
in
over.
front of everyone.
All right, pass it over. What am I doing?
Put it on.
All right,
Tune it
all
in.
right. Is it
Focus it up.
disinfected? Hold on, how's
Focus
my
it
hair?
up.
What is
You
it?
look.
Oh my God! What am I doing?
That is VR. Anyways, our next segment, we're going to send it out to Dennis, who's out front at the longboard. And he's got some guys with him, Midnight Symphony, and they are doing some groundbreaking work with VR and their new video. And he's going to talk to them all about it. Dennis, take it away.
See, you just saw Mira's reaction to virtual reality, to putting that VR helmet on, which is kind of hilarious if you've never done it. Now, we've had a lot of bands on Soundwaves over the years when we played music videos, and there's a lot of music videos that have come through Soundwaves that we could not play on TV for various reasons. We can't play your music video on TV because it doesn't go on TV, not because of the content. We're with Midnight Symphony, everybody. Put your hands together for this band. They're amazing. And the reason why you can't see the music video on TV is because it was shot in 360 virtual reality. This has got to be like the first time in music history, right? We're talking with Yane and the members of Midnight Symphony. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, thank you.
So tell us about the video. This is crazy.
Yeah, so we shot this at the rehearsal studio the other day with the VR cameras. And it's only one take.
One take.
Yeah.
Wow. So if somebody's standing there with their helmet on and they're listening to the music and it sounds amazing, they could stand and walk around in a circle like they're standing right in the middle of you guys.
Yeah, like if you don't want to watch me playing, that's fine. Just watch Sarah or AR.
And by the way, we're shooting this sequence in virtual reality. So you could go to soundwavestv.com, and you're probably seeing my finger right there in your face, and check it out. You got to have the helmet on, but or some sort of VR apparatus. But yeah, so this sequence is the same technology as the video. That is so cool.
That's amazing. So Midnight Symphony, if people aren't familiar with your band, what is your sound like? Explain a little bit about your band, maybe influences or something like that.
Yeah, so we are symphonic metal with a lot of electronic elements.
That's cool. Who are your influences, would you say?
I would say Nightwish,
Nice.
Epica.
Yes. Oh, I love
We
it.
have been compared to Delane and the Birthday Massacre before.
Okay.
But our influence really span a lot of different genres.
So what made you to decide to do this kind of trippy video?
That was all Yana.
This is all your idea.
Yes. Because, I mean, we have a music video for every single one of our songs that we release, and Yana does all of them. He films them, edits them, and everything that we do comes from the band.
That's great.
Itself, yeah.
Now your name was AR?
Yes, AR.
AR, I love it. So who does what in the band?
Well, I do marketing. I'm an artist development specialist
Okay.
and promotional stuff.
Okay.
And then Sarah is an amazing artist, and she does all of our designs and logos, and for merchandise or anything else we need
So
in
you
our
guys are
lyric
like a
videos.
one-stop shop band
Yes.
/ brand marketing
Well, it's the
extraordinaire.
21st century. You
Right?
have
to
to
do
be.
it all.
Right. That's amazing.
That's what's amazing now with the way the music industry is, and we all know that.
Yeah,
You can
yeah.
DIY your way into success, and you're doing that. So
And
that's
not
fantastic.
only that, but dare I say, I mean, your stuff looks amazing. It sounds amazing. You don't need $1 million studio to pull off what you're pulling off with technology and the sound and the vision. Because let's face it, this project has a huge vision. Tell us how we can watch this video and where we can find all your stuff.
So go to our YouTube channel or Facebook page or our homepage at midnightsymphony.com.
Amazing, amazing. Give it up for Midnight Symphony, everybody. And we will be back. If you missed any portion of Soundwaves Christmas, please visit our website at soundwavestv.com. You can check out the entire show as well as watch and share bonus performances from all of our musical guests, extended clips, and exclusive content.
Coming up on Soundwaves Christmas, Chasta goes toy shopping. And we'll have a live appearance from Michael and Sarah Franti, and a performance from Pearl Alley. Stay with us.
This is Bray. Last year, my band, The Dens, was lucky enough to be asked to be a part of the Soundwaves Christmas special. This year, we want to do something different. We're going to play a music video. And the idea for this one is just for us to remember to appreciate each other. Do something nice for someone you don't know. Enjoy.
If we believe in this moment, if we believe in now, if we believe in the spirit rising up inside now, we can go higher, higher, we can go higher than we ever thought was possible. We can go higher, higher now. We can go higher, higher than those skyscrapers. 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 In our dreams we can fly. In reality's a dream. Our dreams are just a glimpse into what we could be. We can go higher, higher. We can go higher than we And those skyscrapers,
Welcome back to a Soundwaves Christmas. You know, I truly do adore the holidays, especially Christmas and its Yuletide cheer.
I was under the impression that you preferred Halloween, sir.
Oh, pish-posh, Livingston. In spite of my ostentatious manner, I do in fact find the pleasant aroma of chestnuts roasting by an open fire whilst loved ones bicker amongst themselves joyfully to be a most enjoyable cause for celebration.
I stand corrected.
Though I might add that I do consider Halloween to be the harbinger to a series of exceptional holidays, finishing with Christmas and New Year's Day. Why, I've even grown quite fond of Thanksgiving over the course of my years here in the States. The dishes you Yanks manage to conjure up with yams is nothing short of bewildering. And who doesn't enjoy exchanging gifts with their nearest and dearest? And, wonderful, another flail. You do spoil me to the core, my dear. I do hope that those of you at home are comfortably settled in, for there's more Soundwaves Christmas coming along, so stay tuned.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Soundwaves Christmas. I am Shasta. I have a very special guest with us. Now, you've heard his voice the entire time, but you didn't know it was the legend that is Peter Fitch in the house.
Shasta, thank you.
Yes.
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, finally.
Are you enjoying your first Soundwaves?
I'm having a blast. I'm just hoping that I get to come back one day.
Oh,
the jury is still out. We'll see. We'll see.
I think she's coming back. Anyway, I want to bring somebody on who is no stranger to Soundwaves Christmas. Yeah, Firefighter Bob, come on out.
Oh, ho, ho. And Peter, you finally made the nice list and off the naughty list.
He channels Santa for us every year, but also the firefighters have been very involved with this for a long time. Tell us a little bit about that.
This will be our 68th year. The firefighter program, toy program, started in 1949. That's before the Marines started with the Toys for Tots. We're the oldest continuous toy program in the nation. It started with a firehouse, Bush and Kearney, actually helping a couple of widows in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
And then that was the start of the program all those years ago. Now we give toys to over 40,000 kids every Christmas. We went to Houston with baby products after the floods down there, food, diapers, needs of that. And we are together with the Marin County and Sonoma, Santa Rosa fire locals and supplying the people up there with toys and bikes and that to celebrate what's going on.
That totally deserves a round of applause, right? Oh my God.
Absolutely. Well, we did something a little bit special for you guys. I don't think anybody's told you. It's a little bit of a surprise.
Surprises. Santa loves surprises.
Santa loves surprises. All right, so watch this, okay? Hey guys, so we love the San Francisco firefighters. They have a fantastic toy program. So we have decided to go shopping today. We're at Five Little Monkeys in Burlingame. Let's go get some toys. Okay, well, this is gonna last about 3 minutes. This is like a deep-seated child thing that's happening. I had so many stuffies when I was a kid. And then my mom was like, we have to get rid of stuffies. And I was like, no! I need therapy, I guess, don't I? Look at the little owl. Okay, Al is gonna be our first get because his head turns. Are you kidding? Ah, see, this is evil, you guys. I have a son and now I'm gonna want a daughter. Oh, Lord. Oh my God. You squeeze it and it pops something rainbow out of its mouth. I don't know how appropriate that is, but we'll see.
I feel old right now because I'm about to say, I didn't know they still made some of these games. Oh yeah, I'm all over this. Donuts. Yes. Sugar for Christmas. Yes, parents, you're welcome. Geometric puzzle, transforming geometric puzzle. This is like a Rubik's Cube on crack. Is that totally inappropriate to say? Because I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Why am I making this all about me? This should be what the kids love. But I love, oh, Christmas sweater you can paint. Done. True story, I have never seen Star Wars. Not even one Star Wars. But guess what? I have a son now, so Star Wars is gonna be probably like our life. What do you think, a little girl? I'm from Oklahoma, so I feel like I need to get the horse stuffy. You wanna come with me? Let's go with me. Okay. What is that? What animal is this? Okay, we can get a school bus. My son is helping us choose toys. Remember, if you break it, you buy it. All right, we have our full band. Did you hear that? Oh no! Oh God, you break it, you buy it. See, this is when being a waitress in college. Crap. See, I got cocky. Oh God, you break it, you buy it. Look at that. Whoa, what a trip. Oh God. Okay, you wanna hold your basket while mommy finishes shopping? Yes. Oh my gosh, this is hard, Santa. I don't know how you do it and you don't even work out. Okay, ready? Woo, squats. Oh, the coloring book zoo. I'm working up a sweat. It's getting hot in here. Okay, squats, ready, go. Ugh. Now, I don't wanna get political, but I do appreciate a Who is Michelle Obama book. Just saying. Got to put that in there, inspire some little girls. Hippopotamus, that's cute. A book of sleep, that's what we need. Also, I'm teaching my kids sign language. We have one sign down so far, so clearly I'm doing good on that. See, this is where I want a little girl. Shame on you guys for making me want another kid. Make your own lip balm. Oh yeah, start the makeup fetish early. I already covered math and science and reading, so don't judge me. Oh, there's a sloth. Oh my God. Oh my God. There's a sloth. Look behind you. Look. It's a sloth. It's our favorite. Yay. This is legitimately on my bucket list to hug a sloth. Not even kidding. That looks like an albino. You like that one? An albino. Do these have tags on it for people who are slow like me? Alligator or crocodile? I don't know, kids. You're not getting your science lessons here. Sorry about that. Okay, so let's go over what we have. We have a band. We have a school bus. We have these fun kid-approved things by my son. We have some stuffies. We have coloring books, so we got the artsy-fartsy thing covered. We got a ghost because Halloween. We got science, math stuff that I don't know anything about, but some kid needs to know. Go nuts for donuts, because sugar. So, this is just what I got today. Oh no! But Five Little Monkeys is making a sizable donation to the San Francisco Firefighters Toy Program. So, all the good little girls and boys at Christmas will have toys for them. Thanks, guys! There you go!
Wow! We thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Every gift gets out there for a kid. I'm sure in about 2 months there's some mom or dad will be really appreciative of that guitar, though.
Oh, I hope so, yeah.
Well, and Shasta, when you say sizable, it's sizable, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We really got a ton. There's a ton in the back that you can see on the set, so we got a ton for you guys, so I hope it goes to good use. I know it will.
Thank you so much.
And a big shout out to Five Little Monkeys for being so
Thank
cool.
Thank you, Five Little Monkeys.
Yeah. Don't mind me. Let's give it up for this guy one more time.
Yeah. Oh, ho, ho.
We'll be sending you home with some stuff, and we've got a nice big truckload of stuff that's going to show up, and so some of the kids can benefit. Hopefully, it'll make a difference this year. So thank you very much for all you do for us and all you do for everybody. And I'm here to say that if you've watched Soundwaves over the last, 25 years, you've seen this gal before. You've seen her as a host. She's been a producer. She's been a writer. She's been part of our party crew afterward.
Wow.
Don't know if you've ever seen her perform before, but she and her husband front a band called Pearl Alley, and they've thrown a little something holiday and cool together for us. Put it together for Suzanne St. John Crane, Dave Crane, Pearl Alley. Take it away.
All right, let's do this.
Merry Christmas, babe. Sure did treat me nice.
Christmas. I'm living in paradise. Oh, yes, I am now. Lord, I'm feeling mighty fine. I got some good music on the radio. Yeah, yeah. What I said now. Lord, then I'm feeling mighty fine. I got good music on the radio. Yeah, yeah. Don't you know? Lord, I wanna kiss you, baby, underneath that mistletoe. I'm all sneaking this. Here we go. Santa came down the chimney now, about 3:30. Oh. Got lots of pretty proof for my baby and me. Oh, Merry Christmas, baby. Oh, you sure don't treat me nice. Oh, yes, you do now. Got me a diamond ring for Christmas. Oh, now I'm living in paradise. Give me some of that paradise. Santa came down the chimney now. Lord said 3:30, y'all. Bringing lots of pretty presents for my baby and me. Merry Christmas, baby. Though you sure do treat me nice. Yes, I do, yeah. Oh. I haven't had a tidy this morning, but I'm all lit up. Lonely, I'm all lit up. I sit like a Christmas tree. Oh, honey. Lonely, I'm lit up now. Merry Christmas.
Coming up, the TV premiere of 13-year-old Hannah Crane. More from Renee and Irish Greg. And a brand new song from the Sam Chase. Soundwaves Christmas continues in just a moment.
Soundwaves Christmas was made possible in part by the generous support of Joshua and Michael Romano, Farmers Insurance, Five Little Monkeys, creative toys for imaginative minds, Longboard Margarita Bar in Pacifica, your neighborhood bar with a warm and friendly atmosphere, Ben Bernstein Music, Mobile Auto Glass. Order any glasswork over $100 and get an automatic $25 coupon. Rock the Casa, Dumark Photography, Creatures at Large, and Michael Willis Realty, serving the San Francisco Tri-Valley. Special thanks to Francesco's Catering, as well as our production partners, North Bay TV, Star 66 Video, and Pacific Coast Television. Streaming provided by Howl Live.
Hi, I'm Nikki Medora with KGO Radio, wishing all of you a very happy holidays, or however you celebrate this time of year. And it's been quite a year. We all know that. Our differences and difference of opinion have been on full display. Well, the things that we have in common have been forgotten a lot of times. So for this new year, I wish us all hope for the future. Hope that we'll understand each other better, we'll love each other better, and we'll accept each other better. Because that's the key to bringing us all together. So once again, have a very happy holidays and a happy new year.
Hello, good evening, and welcome live from the Soundwaves studios. I'm Stephen Kirk. As we promised earlier in the show, we are going to go live to Michael and Sarah Franti's house to find out about their charity. Waiting for the clearance from the news van out in front of their house. Right? Okay, yes, we've got the signal locked, and we're going live now. Michael and Sarah, hi, how's it going over there?
Oh, babe. Hey, how are you? Welcome back to the show. Where'd that mistletoe come from?
We're just sitting here.
Yeah, we're just sitting here enjoying a delicious cup of
eggnog?
Christmas eggnog. And we wanted to tell you about a nonprofit that we are the founders of, and it's called...
Well, babe, do you want to tell them our names?
I already said we're the Fronties.
Well, I'm Sarah Aga Franti, and this is my husband, Michael Franti.
Oh, yeah. I'm Michael Franti, and that's my wife, Sarah. And we started a nonprofit called Do It for the Love. And Do It for the Love brings children, adults, and veterans with serious medical conditions or special needs to see any live concert by any artist in any city in North America.
And we are so excited to announce that in our 4th year, we have now sent over 1,000 families to live concert experiences, which is so exciting.
Check out this video to see one of the recent ones we did with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I was in treatment, like I was plugged into the chemo, like through my little central line and everything, and my aunt shows up and tells me, I'm nominated you for this thing, and you can go to a concert, any concert you want. I'm just, oh my gosh, how do I, and then I gotta go to the Chili Peppers. I had tickets to see them in Detroit, and then I couldn't go because I didn't have an immune system, and now Do It for the Love, they're bringing me to the concert here in Columbus, and I'm just super excited to go with my friends. We're gonna go meet the Chili Peppers, and it's gonna be awesome. This experience has been just truly amazing. It's so real, it's so life-changing. Especially for me with the passion of music, I have a hard time even putting it into words still. Seeing just all the songs that I knew and being there with my friends, you know, this is the sort of like gift that comes out of the love for music and helping people out. I think one of the things about the concert that was most special was being there with people who I really cared about, having that experience together. For that, there's no amount of thanks I can express that would cover it.
I hope you enjoyed the video of Dane visiting with the Red Hot Chili Peppers. If you have a friend or family member who needs music in that way, just write to us at doitforthelove.org.
You can also spread the word. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, volunteer, or donate. Happy holidays.
From us, the Fronties.
Now let's get back to doing it for the love.
Get a room, you two. Wow.
Man, when they say do it for the love, man, they do it for the love, I'll tell you.
But seriously, give it up for Michael and Sarah Franti for not only what they do for this show, but what they do with the Do It for the Love Foundation. It's great stuff. So the reason why we're hanging out with our friend Peter Finch is because if you are familiar with what we do at SoundwavesTV.com, we have all kinds of amazing audio programming. I'm Dennis from Soundwaves 10 at 10.
I'm Stephen Kirk from Soundwaves FM, and this is Peter Finch from...
The Finch Files.
The Finch
Stories
Files.
from San Francisco and beyond.
Yeah.
I just want to thank you for carrying my show because, you know, as an indie podcaster, you just try and get your stuff out to as many people as possible. And the fact that you guys carry it, it means a lot to me. And by the way, both of your work, but your 10 at 10, you have picked up that baton and you have run with it. No, and the fact that you pay homage by Dave Morey by including him.
Right. Oh,
but yeah.
Are you kidding me? We're honored to have Dave to be a part of it.
It's, I'm making dinner and I say, okay, what year do we have today? Nice. And I put it on and it's good music for while I make dinner.
See, you say
there.
nice, I go, oh crap, 1980 again. Now I got to come up with something different.
10 more songs.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, thanks for carrying my show and for what you guys are doing, and obviously for doing this every year.
Well, yeah, but I mean, about your show, thank you, because you're putting original great work into the world, and that's the thing. I mean, now is the moment for people to create great stuff, and hopefully it finds an audience. And all we've tried to do with Soundwaves, I mean, Steve and I have been doing our stuff for years, but we saw there's this rare opportunity to bring all these voices that people love, all this content that people love, that corporate radio may have forgotten about, and put it all under one roof. And we're just getting warmed up, actually.
Well, and also you got to take into account that with corporate radio being what it is, the San Francisco market and the voices of San Francisco radio and music just aren't being serviced anymore,
Right.
really.
Yeah.
And for us to be able to create a platform where we can take that singularly unique voice and give it a home, that's important to us. I mean, that's the radio that Dennis grew up on. I didn't get here until the early 1980s, but I mean, that's what
But
Dennis
I mean, we
is
all
known
had
to.
radio stations wherever we grew up that
Right.
we connected with, and DJs we connected with, and voices that we knew they were our friends.
Yeah, and they're talking
Yeah.
about local things going on. They're
Right.
playing sometimes you get your local bands that get local play.
Yeah.
And that's not the atmosphere that's going on with corporate radio anymore. So for us to be able to try and create a platform where that voice can be heard, that's important to us.
Well, I think it's a win-win because, I'm having my voice heard largely thanks to you guys.
I don't know. I don't think you're going to have a hard time attracting anybody to listen to your stuff. So, and stay tuned because we've got a lot of big plans. There's a lot of opportunity and there's a lot of great voices out there, and we're just getting warmed up, kids.
So yeah, it's at soundwavestv.com. That's the place to go where you can get the Finch Files. You can get Soundwaves 10 at 10, 10 great songs from one great year, hosted by Dennis Willis with Dave Morey, of course. Soundwaves FM, it's the 80s, the way you remember it. Not the way corporate radio plays it, the way you remember it, hosted by myself, and of course, Renee and Irish Greg.
Absolutely. And speaking of Renee and Irish Greg, I just got to say, we got to listen as to what's happening in the other room. And this guy's amazing, the Sam Chase. And go to our website, soundwavestv.com. We're going to have a lot of stuff that you haven't seen. There was just some, I love this guy. I love this guy. He's a poet. He's amazing. You saw him at Outside Lands. You saw him at Hardly Strictly Bluegrass. And he's in the other room flying solo. Let's send it over to the other amazing creative component of soundwavestv.com, Renee and Irish Greg's pop-up. Renee and Irish Greg.
Yeah.
Great. Thanks, you guys.
And we're so glad to be a part of Soundwaves Christmas. Thank you so much for having us.
I'm Renee.
And I'm Irish Greg.
And we have a little show called Renee and Irish Greg's Pop-Up Show.
Which kind of makes sense because we're talking about nonprofits and charity work, and we certainly don't make a profit.
We don't.
Renee and Irish Greg's Pop-Up. And we are a .org, for whatever that means. So popupbayarea.org is where you can find us. But we should tell everybody a little bit about our show.
Yeah, so both Greg and I have a background in radio, and when that kind of took a turn, we decided to get into the Wild West world of podcasting. And we have these wonderful friends in the music business. We have these wonderful connections to people. We have this random skill of being able to interview people.
Sometimes.
Sort of. And we thought, let's take it on the road and do a podcast.
Yeah, so when we got together to talk about doing a podcast, Renee wanted it to be sitting on a deck drinking.
Yeah.
And
I didn't want cameras to be involved, certainly.
And I was like, everybody does that, and most of those podcasts aren't very popular.
But I'm so good at it.
No, I know. Yeah, you are. So we talked about what we liked most about when we were on the radio, and for both of us, it was going out on the road and hearing live music and doing it in front of an audience.
Yep.
And so that's what we've done, and we do it roughly every 2 weeks, mainly in San Francisco, but we do take it around the Bay Area.
Yep.
And it's been a lot of fun. We've been doing it for over a year now, and long may we thrive.
Yeah, and thank you. That's very sweet. And one of the things we try to do with our show is shed a light on a different nonprofit. A lot of the times it's to support where I work, which is Blue Bear School of Music, a nonprofit music school. But this was a rough year around the Bay Area, and so we've been doing a lot for the folks in the North Bay who suffered after horrible fires that happened in the fall. And so we're
yes,
because we love our animals,
Yeah.
we're specific to the animals for this specific
Yeah, so we've
charity.
done a fundraiser for the Sonoma Humane Society, there's been probably thousands of not just domestic pets, but animals displaced by those terrible fires that happened. So we've been raising money and raising awareness to get some, needed funds to the good folks at the Sonoma Humane Society. And the fires were a while back, but the problems are going to continue for some
a
time.
long time. I mean, between air quality, between toxicity, and between just trauma. I mean, people have been traumatized by this, and the animals have been traumatized by this. So getting animals into good homes and taking care of them is what we're all about.
And people can help in any way they want. If animal's not your thing, God knows there's enough things for the people in the North Bay that you can do to help out.
That's right. And one of them is to see live music.
Yeah.
Right?
The Sam Chase.
Oh man, love these guys. Sam's been around a long time. He's the real deal. Let's check him out now. It's the Sam Chase.
I was always taught to sing about what you know. I guess that's why there's so many songs about the road. The stories don't really differ, they only twist and turn. How many lessons are there out there that you haven't already learned? Everyone writes songs about the road, and they're nothing new. But I'm not here to explain it, I'm here to sing you a few. He's like a door-to-door salesman, hawking all his wares, breaking hearts with drinking songs and selling tales of nights gone wrong and never lived a lick of them. Made it all up in his head, 'cause whiskey gives him heartburn, he drinks ginger ale instead. And then he sings songs about the road, and they're nothing new. But I'm not here to complain, I'm here to sing you some too. He's a road dog, he's a con man, he's a charlatan who ruins it for the rest of them. He's a bookworm who learned how to play the guitar with a creative writing degree from some liberal arts college. He expects you to pay to see him. He takes your money and then later hopes to be sleeping on your couches and using all your toilet paper. Goddamn, traveling folk singer. But this guy right here, sitting on this stage, he's legit, a true master of his craft. He's authentic as he gets. And how lucky you all are to see such a star in the flesh. 'Cause I write songs about the road, you've heard them all, I'm sure. But I'm not here to brag, I'm here to play the best you've ever heard. Oh, I'm not here to brag, I'm here to play the best you've ever heard.
Thank you. That was amazing. The Sam Chase with a ridiculous rendition of a brand new song that he
We
has
got to hear it
never
first.
played anywhere before.
Yes, we got to hear it first. You got to hear it first. It's not even on paper. This
It's not
guy-
recorded. It's not on paper. He hasn't. It's just boom in his head. Boom. He performed it.
Bam. Right there.
Ridiculous.
Thank you for that.
And performances like that, you're going to be able to see all kinds of them on soundwavestv.com.
What was it?
Soundwavestv.com.
One more time.
One more time. For you in the cheap seats, soundwavestv.com.
You gotta have it 3 times in order to memorize it.
Now, usually you'll see him with his group, the Untraditional, and they perform at a lot of big venues.
Yeah, Outside Lands.
Yep.
That's a big one.
Hardly Strictly Bluegrass.
Well, that's another big one.
Oh, you know they have another feather in their cap too.
What's that?
Soundwaves Christmas.
Yes, that's true. Everybody, please open your arms up to the Sam Chase.
We've all got our problems, we all have pockets to fill. We got our grocery lists and things we've missed to pay, our cell phone bills. I spend my nights on the bar scene where my friends bartend, so I drink for free till the world starts spiraling and I'm poured into the street. And I can see it all go down from the lights of this town. It is lighting my descent and all the times that I have spent misunderstood. Rock bottoms never felt so good. Maybe I should try this over, maybe start doing it sober. Swear tonight will be the night that I will not wake up hungover. But all of a sudden the sun is rising, and it's not very surprising that I'm lying on the roof, drinking Jack and railing lines, and I can see it all go down from the lights of this town. It is lighting my descent, and all the times that I have spent misunderstood. Sing along if you know it. Rock bottoms never felt so good. Now you know it. Sing along. Rock bottoms never felt so good. Very good. Ooh, whoa, whoa. Ooh, whoa, whoa. They say you can't do this forever. I don't intend to prove them wrong. But you know, even the longest lives don't really last for very long. So I'll live it while I've got it, and what I've got, I'm living fine. But when you tell your kids your stories, you know they'd all rather hear mine. 'Cause I've seen the sunrise from a million different pairs of eyes, and I smoked many a cheap cigar, drank many other cheaper wines. And oh, you don't seem so impressed, at least as far as I can tell. But you know I can play guitar and sing, and I can do it pretty well. And I owe every lyric, every riff, and every song to all the things that I have done, even when most of them were wrong. But you know that is just my life, when nothing ever seems enough. You can tell me what you will about my ways, and I'll politely tell you to f*** off. Coffee, TV 20, all right. And I can see it all go down from the lights of this town. It is lighting my descent, and all the times that I have spent misunderstood. Everybody now, rock bottoms never felt so good. Rock bottoms never felt so good. Whoa, rock bottoms never felt so good. Thank you guys very much.
The Sam Chase.
Thank you, Sam.
If you missed any portion of Soundwaves Christmas, please visit our website at soundwavestv.com. You can check out the entire show as well as watch and share bonus performances from all of our musical guests, extended clips, and exclusive content.
Coming up on Soundwaves Christmas, Chasta and Baby Huey. More from the gang at Creature Features, as well as OG Creature Features host John Stanley, and a performance from Werner Herzog.
Welcome back to Soundwaves TV. Sam Chase, just one of the many amazing performances that we've had tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm Chasta. I brought in my partner in crime at 107.7 The Bone. Baby Huey is in the house.
What's going on?
And we had to represent. We
Yes.
have on our ugly Christmas sweaters. Mine is Guns N' Roses, of course. His, none other than Green Day.
It's not ugly. This is phenomenal. Awesome. I wear this all the time. All year round.
So at 107.7 The Bone, Baby Huey and I are really kind of the king and queen of trying to motivate people to come out and support local music. We know so many musicians that really just need the support.
And that's the thing, is just for us, like you said, we care so much about local music and just proving that rock and roll is still very much alive and well. But also, I think for us, we're really trying to change people's perspective of what corporate radio is.
Yeah.
And I like to say terrestrial radio, but like with our resources, we use social media, besides on airwaves, podcasts, all these ways that people can get on-demand content. And we like to spread as much info as can about local music, rock news, interviews, all these cool bands we get to talk to. So I think we're trying to prove we're more than just a radio station. We're
Exactly.
all in purpose content for anything rock related.
Yeah, and get these bands that may be unheard of, get them out in front of people however we can do that. So that is our mission at 107.7 The Bone. You can find us quite easily. We're
Yes.
all over 107.7thebone.com if you would like to check us out. Now, speaking of local amazing music, Suzanne has been a part of the Soundwaves family for years and years and years. You know her well. You saw her earlier just kill it with Pearl Alley. Her voice is phenomenal. That was with her husband. Now, she just might have another member of her family that is equally as talented. Check it out, Suzanne.
Well, it gives me incredible pleasure to introduce our next performer, my daughter, Hannah Crane.
I was scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversations. All my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. And they come unstuck, lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be a left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. There's this movie that I think you like. This guy decides to quit his job and head to New York City. This cowboy is running from himself, and she's been living on the highest shelf. And they come unstuck, lady running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be a left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. I just wanna know if you're gonna stay. I just gotta know. I can't have it any other way. I swear she's destined for the screen. Closest thing to Michelle Pfeiffer that you've ever seen. Oh, lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be a left-hand man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away
to the dark side. I wanna be a lifting man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. Lady, running down to the riptide, taken away to the dark side. I wanna be a lifting man. I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong. And I got a lump in my throat 'cause you're gonna sing the words wrong.
Soundwaves Christmas was made possible in part by the generous support of Joshua and Michael Romano, Farmers Insurance, Five Little Monkeys, creative toys for imaginative minds, Longboard Margarita Bar in Pacifica, your neighborhood bar with a warm and friendly atmosphere, Ben Bernstein Music, Mobile Auto Glass. Order any glasswork over $100 and get an automatic $25 coupon. Rock the Casa, Dumark Photography, Creatures at Large, and Michael Willis Realty, serving the San Francisco Tri-Valley. Special thanks to Francesco's Catering, as well as our production partners, North Bay TV, Star 66 Video, and Pacific Coast Television. Streaming provided by Howl Live.
Our halls have been thoroughly decked and the stockings have been hung by the chimney with care.
Actually, Miss Tangela stuffed the holiday stockings with fireworks and then proceeded to throw them into the fireplace.
I wonder if there'll ever be a day when I shall cast my eyes upon something she does that will surprise me. In any case, moving on, this will be our final opportunity to bid you adieu. A Merry Christmas and a pleasant tomorrow. Tangela, might you have any words for our guests before we pass them back to Dennis Willis and crew over at the Soundwaves Christmas set?
Season's greetings to all, and to all a good night.
That can't possibly be what she said.
No, but it seemed far more appropriate than what she actually said.
Oh, of course. In any case, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to you and yours. Now let's get back to the Soundwaves Christmas set, where they're joined by a very special guest.
Hey, we got to say thank you to the Creature Features guys.
Yeah.
Now,
Nice.
you got your Creature Features, and then you got your Creature Features, because our special guest right now, of course, the one and only John Stanley, everybody.
A creature without the feature.
That's okay.
Hey, I want to thank both of you. You have invited me to be on this show since the year 1996, and I've only missed one show because I had to go review for the San Francisco Chronicle a Clint Eastwood movie set on the island of Iwo Jima. Otherwise, I've been here every year.
It's a perfectly respectable reason to miss.
I will accept that answer. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. Tell that to Clint.
I have to say that you don't realize that you've got a bucket list until something appears in front of you and you go, oh yeah, that's on it. And I'm not a bucket list kind of guy, but I got to tell you, you haven't hosted Creature Feature since 1984. That's
84.
33 years, and we've become good friends since.
Yep.
And I just figured, well, John doesn't host Creature Features anymore. That's just the way it is. I just have to accept it. And then all of a sudden there's a new Creature Features, and John's a guest. And I'm like, yes, John's a guest.
And who's my guest?
And perfectly bridging the past and the future. And all of a sudden John calls me one day and he says, you're never going to believe this. They asked me to be a guest host. Yeah. I was like, yes, good for you. And then you asked me to be your guest.
You're going to be my guest, right?
And I'm like, holy crap, I get to be
he
on...
fell off his bar stool.
I did. I get to be on Creature Features, and B, I get to be on it with you. And I can't even tell you how much fun that was.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was Buster Crabbe. We got to talk about Flash
can we just tell him right now? John gave me a list of movies, and he's like, oh, these are our movies. And I'm like... Flash Gordon Conquers the Universe, that's the one we're doing.
If you know Dennis Willis at all, Flash Gordon is his thing, baby. And that was great. I mean, that was just firing on all cylinders. It couldn't have been any better than you and Flash Gordon, Creature Features.
I had an interview with Buster Crabbe, so we could talk about that. We could talk about the music pieces.
Oh yeah.
They were coming.
We
from
got into the weeds. We didn't
coming
just talk
from
about
the
drinking.
Closet.
Yeah. And you know your stuff. I mean, it's funny. We were driving up there it was like a 2-hour drive to the studio.
Yeah.
And
Santa
we're
Rosa.
listening to this wonderful orchestral music, and John's like, "Okay, that's Treasure of the Sierra Madre right there, and that's Casablanca." Like, we listen to 80s stuff. John listens to movie scores. And he's just rattling off all these details, like, at this day in the studio, the temperature was this, and so and so. Amazing. It was so much fun.
Max Steiner, music.
Yeah,
by Max
see,
Steiner.
look, this is what I'm talking
Nobody
about.
was better.
This is what I'm talking about. And you know what? It's also always awesome to have John on the show. And a lot of times he brings gifts. And actually, Daniel, step in here for a second, would you? Daniel's playing Carol Merrill here.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Daniel, for bringing those in. John came bearing gifts here. John, why don't you tell us about the stuff that you brought along today?
Well, this is the Czar of Noir. This is about Eddie Muller, who runs the Film Noir Festival every year at the Castro Theater. He fills the theater 10 nights in a row.
Wow.
1,300 people a night. It's one of the most successful
We can't even fill up the Longboard Margarita Bar.
The most successful film festival in America, right there.
Very impressive. And what do we got next here, John?
This was a book by Robert Bloch, the man who wrote Psycho. We were going to do 3 of these collections of old short stories from Fantastic Adventures, Pulp magazine. Unfortunately, Bob died, and so this is the only book that was published.
So very, very rare indeed. And what do we got finally here?
Well, this is a collection of interviews I did at the San Francisco Chronicle. Interviews with Clint Eastwood, 5 different
There's Clint right there on the cover. He's the reason you missed that one show.
Robert Mitchum. I published a book by his brother John, so I got to know Robert Mitchum very well. Chuck Norris. Just a slew of the action stars of Hollywood. And the beautiful women like Jane Russell, Barbara Stanwyck.
Don't get him started on the
Don't get him
beautiful
started.
women.
We'll be here all night.
Yeah.
But here's the great thing. John brought along copies of all of these, and for our lovely studio audience here, we actually have copies of a lot of this material that you're going to be able to take home, autographed by John Stanley for tonight. That was very nice of you, John.
I'll even sign my real name.
You know what? Oprah used to give out cars. This is much cooler.
And you get a book, and you get a book, and you get a book.
Nice. John, thank you very much. Happy holidays to you, sir.
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you. Steve, thanks, folks. Thanks.
And now for the last time tonight, we're going to throw it into the other room here at the Longboard Margarita Bar with Renee and Irish Greg in our final act of the night. And these guys are cool. You're going to love them. Check them out. Werner Herzog. Let's cut to Renee and Irish Greg. Take it away, guys.
And now I'm going to fall off my bar stool.
I'm Renee.
And I'm Irish Greg.
And we're from Renee and Irish Greg's pop-up show.
And we're so thrilled to be part of Soundwaves Christmas. Thank you for having us.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
So much fun.
And
too much fun.
Way too much
Criminal
fun.
almost.
He's hammered. He's drunk. No. But seriously, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and during this great time of the year, just take care of each other. Like I feel like I'm a broken record with this, but it was a rough year in so many ways, all around the country, and it would be really nice to go into 2018 and have some peace and quiet and calm. Wouldn't that be nice?
You are such a dreamer.
I am.
But I love it. That's what I love about Renee. So thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been a total pleasure to be part of Soundwaves Christmas.
And we're going to get back into the music. This is a very clever name. Werner Herzog. Take it away.
I see what you did
the
there.
Filmmaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, the song is called Dark Places. 1, 2, 3, and... She takes me places that I've never been. She takes me to the spaces in between. One day she gets in the car and screams, we could go to dark places, dark places. Not sure that that's the way I want to go. Not sure that that's the road I want to go. I've got a few good years ahead of me, at least when I am speaking optimistically. Not sure I want to spend them going to see all of those dark places, dark places. Something's in the air, wait for me. You're the only one who cares, wait for me. The light upon the future casts the shadows of tomorrow. I'll be coming home, wait for me. You can make me so unsure of myself, but I'm not sure I'd rather be anywhere else. And although I may never know her well, it's not terribly hard for me to tell. It's good intentions on the road to hell. Stay away from dark places, dark places, dark, dark places. Something's in the air, wait for me. You're the only one who cares, wait for me. Oh, the light upon the future casts the shadows of tomorrow. I'll be coming home, wait for me. She says, what you do to make the time go so slow? I tell her I'm not sure I want to go. All of those dark places, dark places. Something's in the air, wait for me. You're the only one who cares, wait for me. Oh, the light upon the future casts the shadows of tomorrow. I'll be coming home, wait for me. I'll be coming home, wait for me.
And that about does it for another awesome Soundwaves Christmas. I want to say, I want a big applause for Hannah Crane, who just did an incredible performance. 13 years old. 13 years old, and obviously, Suzanne and Dave, what influence there. And so I just want to say thank you to them and Berner Herzog and all of our incredible performers. But this is the time of the show where we pass the mic, we say thank you, and just kind of like remember why we're doing this.
Absolutely. Shall we start back here,
Absolutely.
Leilani? Nice to see you this year.
Yeah, nice seeing you too. Honestly, everybody, just love one another right now. I mean, with everything that's been going on in the media and around the world, you really need to cherish those that you love at this moment. And that's what this is all about. That's why we're all here.
Yeah,
to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, can I just add to that? We've been talking a lot about coming together, and I think everybody can do something, right? Like, we all know people who have equipment and can get things on TV, so this is what we decided to do to make a difference. But what could you do? Like, get creative. You could start a website that could raise money for someone. You could collect money, give it to a local nonprofit. Of course, we had the huge, massive fires here in the North Bay. You could do something to raise funds for those people and help them out. But just, get creative and do something yourself. Everybody can do something.
And welcome to the Soundwaves family, And how about you, big guy, making your 11th appearance on Soundwaves Christmas? This is my son, Daniel. You met him earlier.
Yeah. Hello.
Awesome. Do you have any messages for anybody?
Well, just be nice to people and mind how people are feeling.
Yeah.
Outstanding
That's
message.
perfect.
Perfect.
Excellent.
Good to work with you again, Joey.
Of course. Great to be back. And again, people, just take care of each other. www.soundwavestv.com. Lots of good nonprofits you can give to, so please, giving season, help them out.
Absolutely, and if you go to the website, not only can you look at all of the nonprofits that we're supporting and maybe some video and some links to how you can contribute to their sites, do that. Learn what's happening in your neighborhood. Learn how you can get involved and make a difference. Like Chasta said, maybe you have something you can offer. I just want to take a moment and say this show does not have a huge budget. This show is created out of love and by volunteers every single year. I can't thank the people in this room enough. I can't thank our crew enough. Give it up for Kim at the longboard, who just opens her doors for us. And the good folks at Pacific Coast TV, North Bay TV, and our new friends at Creature Features, too. Such a thrill.
And I want to put a shout out to Mr. Dennis Willis over here, because I got to tell you, every year that we do the show, Dennis is like 75% of what goes on, because he does all the writing and makes all the phone calls and all that under normal circumstances. This past year, 99.9% of everything you've seen on the screen this year, from the bands, from writing the script to editing all the segments together, it's all this guy right here. Yep. So this is the guy who gets a lot of love today. And also, Soundwaves is a family. Soundwaves has always been a big family. And we've done the show for over 30 years. Soundwaves has been around for a long time. And unfortunately, earlier this year, we lost a member of the Soundwaves family. Boy, see, I didn't think it was gonna be this tough. When I think of Soundwaves, I think of the early days, the good days. And one of the people that was there right from the very beginning was our friend Myrna. Myrna Waterman. Her name was Myrna Bailey back in the day. And over the past few years, she's had a lot of medical issues. And unfortunately, she passed away earlier this year. And we're going to dedicate the show to her this year. We miss you, Myrna.
Yeah, we do. We do. This is our family. This is your family. Support each other. Love each other. We don't know how much time we have with each other, so let's make it count. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for supporting. God bless. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whatever you celebrate. And we'll see you next year. Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you.